What is up, everybody? My name is Cian. This is my channel, Stoic Speaks. Today I'm going to be just freestyling on this one. I'm going to be talking about NoFap, NoNut November, because that's coming up soon. I know there's going to be shit tons of memes about it, people searching. Time for my channel to grow and time for me to spread the word about NoFap and shit.
That's my drip and it's not for free. That's my drip and it's not for free. Then if I stay on my back, then I make him leave. Whole team sauce on deck when we step in clean.
So, guys, really what NoFap is, people think that whenever I tell my friends about it, they automatically get on the defense about masturbation is natural and all that sort of thing. People get really upset about it, especially females. A lot of females who I talk to about NoFap, they're like, "No, masturbation is an extremely normal thing and I'll never stop doing it." That's fine. NoFap is not about the fapping, hence the name. I know, like, the contrary to the name, it's about the whole porn thing. I'm going to be honest with you, I definitely do have a porn addiction. I haven't relapsed since my last video stating that I relapsed. Thank fuck for that. And I have no intention of it. My willpower is good, but it's not been easy. I always get urges and shit to watch porn and masturbate, especially when I have hard days, tough days. And everyone has for these tough days. But that's how I know I have an addiction to it. And lots of people don't realise they're addicted to it because they don't stop. They say, I'm not addicted, I just like the feeling. Heroin junkies like the feeling of doing heroin, but they're still junkies, you know. People who love smoking cigarettes. I'm not addicted to smoking fags. I could give up the fags today. A lot of my audience is mostly American, sorry, smoking cigarettes. Fags is what we call them in Europe, like UK and Ireland. But yeah, people who smoke cigs, they say they could give up at the drop of a hat. And that's really fucking difficult too. What I just dropped there with my vape, I find it very hard to quit cigarettes, but this helps considerably. The whole point of NoFap is to overcome porn addiction. I challenge you guys, try to do NoNut November. If you fail first day, probably have a porn addiction, man. I'll be honest. If you can make it through November without masturbating with a breeze, you probably never had a porn addiction, or else your willpower is bulletproof. For me, I failed repeatedly. My longest streak for a year was 12 days. Then I hit 55 days, and now I think I've blasted over 55 days. I could be wrong. Go have a look at my video and tell me how many days I'm on now. I'm not keeping count anymore. I think one of my downfalls, one of my pitfalls was keeping track of the days. But it's not so bad. It was just bad for me. I think addictions are so prevalent in today's society because they mask the pain. Memes is a fucking addiction nowadays, guys. People hide their pain with memes and shit. Like, the pain never wants you to look it in the eye. The pain hides behind your addictions. I think the pain you have pushes these addictions upon you. You'll do anything to make you feel good in the moment. But how you can actually quit these addictions is by looking it dead in the fucking soul and coming back in the third person. Do you know, when I get urges now to masturbate, I'm like, what is it that's triggered me to have this right now? I could just be sitting down watching the fucking Walking Dead and I'll get an urge. But I just say to myself, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to be a wanker. Now, lots of people watching this, if you're new especially, if you're not, lots of people will be looking up NoNut November as a meme, straight up. They just want to see stuff about it. The reason why I quit watching porn was because I was so unmotivated. My life was going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. I was really fat. I was 100 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds. But now I'm 80 kilos. I've put on 5 kilos. I was 75, but I put on 5. That's probably not all fat though. I've been working out a lot. I was working in a dead-end job. I wasn't going anywhere. I was never getting any girls. And I thought to myself, why is this? Why is blah 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 blah? The second I gave up porn and masturbation, my life went on an instant rise. Instant. I found out about NoFap like a year ago, and I would have constant bouts, like 7 day, 10 day and 12 day being my highest, but that was repeatedly. So that is going to benefit you. That calluses your mind, you know. But I never hit the fucking 30-day mark. I failed NoNut November maybe like 2 times. But the reason why you look at yourself right now. How are your social skills? Do you have anxiety? Do you suffer from depression and shit? I'm not sure. I can't speak up on behalf of females, but for males, if you're depleting your vital essence with your semen all the time, you're taking part of your life. Your sperm can cultivate a whole new life. It can put a child on the planet. You know how potent your semen is. When you keep it in, you're harnessing that good chi, that good energy. That energy can make a human. That's all I have to say. That's my only point. When you keep all of that good jizz in, it makes you a stronger man, seriously. People say there's attraction benefits. I've noticed it. Man, I don't do this anymore, but when I first started doing NoFap, my body count literally doubled from before. Just doubled. Body count being how many people I slept with. I know it's a very sleazy term, but that's what people say nowadays. The kids say. NoFap now has made my life so much better, so much more productive. I've got a side hustle. My bloody social media usage is minimal. Let me show you. Before, my Instagram daily usage used to be 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now let's go see what it is. This is going to be very raw and edited video. I haven't done one of those before. I'm inspired by my buddy Cameron Alden. Check him out. 20 minutes is my daily amount, and that's like checking like the first 5 stories that are up, and maybe some friends will send me some messages, and that's it. That's my usage. Prior to 1 hour and 20 minutes, like a zombie just scrolling all the time. Fuck that. No thank you. Lads, if you've heard enough NoNut November through memes and shit, I bet. It's actually beneficial. Porn rots your mind entirely. Completely rots your mind. If you're suffering from anxiety, no, that's because your brain is fucking fried. You don't know how to interact with people. Anxiety was never a thing 100 years ago. Because you know why? You had to speak to survive. You had to have social interactions. You had to. There was no anxiety back 100 years ago. People have anxiety now because they're fucking hermits and by choice. You sit at home, you masturbate. You have no social skills because any female experiences you have been through pixels on Pornhub or 4chan or some shit. I was shit with women. I was awful. Now I can talk to absolutely anybody. People actually approach me and speak to me because I give off an aura of a person who's not desperate or really weird. And people think as well, they have all sorts of weird connotations with NoFap. They think like, oh, if I don't masturbate for 7 days I'll be angry and girls will smell desperation off me. That's a mindset. If you say that's going to happen, that's going to happen. For me, I'm going to be like, how I go about it is, I'm really fucking horny. I will transmute this sexual energy, I will harness it, and I'll use it for good things. And I tell myself this, and this happens. I don't say, oh, look at that bitch ass, I'm going to beat her cheeks. Now then, you're going to give off that desperation vibe, right? But when that's not where your mind is like a radio tower. The signal you broadcast out is the energy you get right back in. So, if I'm putting out this thirsty energy, girls are going to think I'm thirsty. When I'm putting out energy about my grind, my hustle, and succeeding in life, you have to beat the women away with a stick first of all. That's the NoFap attraction. And you will actually get the things you set your mind upon. For real. I was doing NoFap and I said to myself I'm going to lose 20 kilos. I lost 25 kilos. Manifestation is real. NoFap really fucking helps with it, lads. It's get on this November ship and shit and do NoFap forever. I heard about NoFap through NoNut November. I looked into it. Found someone making a video like how I am right now. I might have been a guy named Angel. He was called Miko Is at the time. Lads, my name is Kane. If you like the channel, subscribe. I'm sorry for rambling. Not really. And don't bust your fucking nut all of November. Make this shit your lifestyle. And I will see you again soon. Take care, guys. Bye.